Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this.
And we are back. Welcome back to the Black Summit. I'm Brooks.
And I'm Hendricks.
And today we've got a couple of subjects coming up for you. We got to talk about LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
Got to talk about the Travis Scott situation.
Yeah.
And we'll be talking about these killer spiders that are going around. Did you hear about that?
No. I haven't heard anything about killer spiders.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that. They're from China. So but first we just want to say thank you to Pixel Studios for hosting us today. Pixel Studios is the best studio in Charleston. And for those who are looking for a space to do anything, music videos, if you're coming in and you need to do interviews, whatever, photo shoots, this is one of the best studios here in Charleston. And shout out to those guys for hosting us today.
Absolutely.
We're grateful for this. I mean, this is a whole setup. Obviously this is a different background for us,
Yeah.
Usually we're in a different type of spot.
Different type of studio. I know it looks like a hospital room normally where we are. Cold white walls, but with these new digs and everything, man, I'm loving this.
We're coming up in the world. Yeah. So make sure you tune in, subscribe, send it out to people, okay? Yeah. And maybe we'll put you on the podcast,
Maybe.
But all right, so we can get into it.
Let's do it.
So let's talk about the in-season tournament in the NBA, the in-season tournament. LeBron and the Lakers have won the in-season tournament, and a lot of people are saying that this solidifies him as the GOAT. I want to get your thoughts on that, but yeah, so they won the first ever in-season tournament. Apparently, these guys, in order to do this, they're making a lot of money off of this.
Each player made $500,000. Yeah. Even the ones who rode the bench, $500,000.
Wow.
And I'm like, I mean, it's all good, but I'm like, dang, do they need even more money?
Well, I mean, I'm sure that means nothing to LeBron, right?
Of course.
But when it comes to some of the players on the bench warmers, I mean, there's no other word to say.
I would have loved to been on the bench. I would have loved to been on the bench.
You would have loved to get that $500,000?
I would have loved to get that $500,000. Put me in a different tax bracket.
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
No. Keep them taxes low, but give me that $500,000 though too.
So tell me, what do you think of this new thing that the commissioner did, Silver, with the in-season tournament? I mean, what do you think about that? Yeah,
so I think that it's I think ultimately their heart is in the right place with this, but I just think, I mean, NBA just isn't like making it happen for me anymore, man. I'm just so far away from the NBA. I'd rather watch a football game or something like that, But, I mean, growing up as a Lakers fan, as a lot of people know that I am, it's hard for me to even watch the Lakers now.
Really? You should be happy. They just won the in-season tournament. I figured you'd be happy about that.
I think I'm just a snob when it comes to that. But to me, that doesn't really mean much, the whole in-season tournament.
So you think, do you think it hurt?
I think it's kind of corny. I think it's a little cheesy.
So you think it
did you see the courts? The courts look like terrible.
You thought so? I thought it looked sort of cool.
The colorful courts.
You just wasn't used to it yet. I won't even lie to you. I didn't realize it was an in-season tournament, and I was like, why the hell the courts look like that? What the hell is going on? So I was like, oh damn, this is a tournament. But I'm like, what happened to the regular season? Do you think it hurt the regular season or what?
Nah, I don't think it hurt the regular season. I think it makes it more interesting, But again, I think they're so far gone. I think, they need to do some other things. They need to have harsher penalties for people sitting out. But I think
they're still doing that.
I think this is a step in a good direction for the NBA. But to me, again, it's kind of corny.
LeBron, he said, from what I heard, he said Silver was a genius for doing it.
Yeah.
He said it was genius.
Well, we'll see what the ratings say, right? I think that's a big determination is if their ratings went up, I mean, good for them, Did you watch the tournament?
I watched some. I will say they did the whole tournament in Vegas. And I kept seeing this commercial saying 30 teams, Vegas. And I thought it was just, I was like, what are they talking about? I thought it was like, I guess I wasn't fully paying attention. And I thought it was just something to do with All-Star Weekend or something, you know? And kind of found out it's this tournament. And they did all the games in Vegas. And from what I saw on TV, it had a tremendous turnout. I just wish, real talk, I wish when I went to Vegas, they did this, because I definitely would have went to the tournament. My sister went, course, she wanted to see Usher's residency, but he wasn't there. He went to Paris at the time. So when we did go to Vegas, I would have loved to see this tournament, because I sat in my room, not most of the time, but a lot of times I watch football. So
that's what I'm saying, man. Like, I don't know.
But I mean, I still like NBA, but I thought the courts was cool.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, are they still going to have, I mean, is they still having a regular season? Because then they play like about 80-something odd games during the season. So isn't that a lot?
So a lot of these games counted.
Oh, so that counts was regular season. Oh,
yeah, the only game that didn't was this in-season tournament championship.
The actual championship game.
The actual championship game doesn't count towards it. So
are they still having the finals and the playoffs?
Yeah, they're still gonna have a finals and playoffs and all
Really?
that. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, it's a little, it is a little weird.
That's a little different. I don't know.
The in-season tournament.
I have to figure this out.
Yeah.
I have to see how.
Does this make LeBron better than
Jordan?
Than Jordan?
No. No.
Who's your GOAT?
Jordan.
Jordan's still your GOAT?
Michael Jordan. Man, let me tell you something. There is a video out on social media. I'm sure some of you guys have seen it. There's this one guy, you know, Jordan's a big golf guy, right? So there's, I can't remember the guy's name, but this guy, he said him and Jordan, they out playing golf, and they out on the golf course. And they started early, and it was getting late. And the dude, he was beating Jordan. They were playing for money. He's beating Jordan. And I can't remember how many thousands of dollars he won. So by this time, it's getting late in the evening, and the guy was like, hey, don't you got a game tonight? And I think he said they were playing, I think he said they were playing Cleveland, if I'm not mistaken, or Detroit. I can't remember who they're playing. And Jordan's like, nah, yeah, I got a game, but come on, let's keep going. So he said he filled up more cores, got more beers, and they played, and he beat Jordan. Jordan's like, and dude was like, yeah, I'm going to use this money to put on the other team against you. He said, all right, I tell you what, I bet I'll have 40 points tonight, and we'll beat them by 20. After playing golf all day, drinking beers, smoking cigars, he said Jordan went out there and had about almost like 50-something, almost like high 40s. Right. And they beat them boy by like whatever points, man. So Jordan, man, this is nothing like him, man. It's not like him, man. He's the GOAT.
Yeah, I mean, I think Jordan didn't have the longevity of LeBron. You know, don't get me wrong. I think that Jordan's the GOAT. But I think that LeBron is going to become the GOAT just by sheer numbers. I mean, listen, we all know if the game is on the line, give the ball to Jordan, obviously.
Yeah.
But because of LeBron, he's already number one in points. He has, 39,000 points. He's probably going to get to 40,000.
Is he the highest scorer?
Yeah, he's the highest scorer. He'll probably finish, top 5 in rebounds and assists and all of that. So it's like by longevity, he will become the GOAT, So it's interesting.
It is, man. Well,
I mean, I think, us, because we're closer to the era of Jordan, we will say that he's the GOAT, but eventually we're going to die off. And when people look at the numbers, I think they're going to reflect that LeBron was more of the GOAT. And I mean, if LeBron wins one more championship, I think that he has a big case or a good case rather.
He may retire to be the GOAT. Soon.
So
he may retire soon.
Yeah, if he wins another championship, just think about it.
I mean, hey, look.
I mean, that solidifies him.
I'm not going to take anything away from LeBron. So, and they asked Jordan about who's the best, and even he says he don't care for that topic. Yeah. Because it's two different eras, and the ball games, it changed. It changed slightly from how, from Jordan's era to this era. And plus, Jordan also retired. He retired and came back, and then so of course LeBron played longer than he did.
Yeah.
You know, so but it's two different eras. And LeBron, I mean, people can say he's the GOAT of this. If they say he's the GOAT of this era, okay, fine. But you also got Steph Curry. And some people saying, you know, he's the best
some people
shooter.
say
See, when it
Steph Curry.
Exactly, when it was Jordan era, it was only, you had other scorers and facilities, but it was all about Jordan. Right. But LeBron in this era, you also have Steph Curry. You know, some people saying it. And some people even though and some people would I guess to some degree put Kobe in there as well, you know.
Oh yeah, Kobe.
So, and Kobe was in both
Kobe's
eras.
Still my GOAT.
Kobe was in both eras.
Yeah,
somewhat he just starting out in the Jordan era, but you know, but Jordan already has solidified that in the 90s.
Kobe ushered in the LeBron era, you know, and you know, he was there for the last couple of, you know, seasons for Jordan. So and he was around when Steph Curry was around. You know? I mean, imagine if Kobe didn't have, you know, San Antonio and some of these other teams around, he probably would have had 6 or 7 championships. And if him and and Shaq, you know, stayed together. But anyways,
anyways.
It's okay. You know, listen, I know
I don't know.
Again, I think that by the numbers, LeBron will become the GOAT.
It's possible, but I can't.
When the old heads and us die off, when we all die off, people are going to look at the numbers. They're going to say, he was better. So,
hey, I get, you know,
going to say, you know,
I can't.
LeBron was better than Jordan. So
I don't know. That's that. I still beg to differ on that. But I will say that with Kobe, I mean, to me, don't get me wrong, I'm not taking nothing away from LeBron, nothing away from Kobe. To me, I would almost look at LeBron more of a GOAT than Kobe because Kobe, his whole style was Jordan.
Yeah, but you could say that about everybody. But everybody was more, you know, you could say there wouldn't have been.
Yeah, you can.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you like you know when you say these things out of homage. That's why you say these things, right? And I get it. You take a piece from everybody, but Kobe's whole style was literally Michael Jeffrey Jordan, number 23. It's like Kobe took something from his style and developed his own style. He literally took Jordan's style, and I said, hey, you know, and nothing to take nothing away from him.
Yeah, go ahead.
But, you know, to me, if he had his own style or he took some of Jordan's style and implemented his own style, but in my eyes, because I've seen videos, they show Jordan and then they would flip it to Kobe. It's a nice video someone edited, and they had Jordan dunking and then had Kobe, and they were literally faded into Kobe and then faded back. They're literally doing the same thing.
Yeah.
You know? But, hey.
Quickly, is Kobe in your top 5?
You know, I don't know who's in my top. I haven't even thought about a top 5. He's definitely in the top 10.
Okay.
Definitely in the top 10.
To me, he's top 3.
Top 3?
You know.
Who's your top 3? LeBron, Kobe, and
Jordan.
Jordan? Oh, I thought you had Kyrie.
Nah. Kyrie to me, like, I don't know.
Not Kyrie. I mean Steph Curry. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Steph, you know, him too. Like, you know, for me, they don't really, you know, they're not my GOATs. I don't know. You know, different era, different time. So, you know.
Yeah.
All right, we got to move on. So, Travis Scott and John McEnroe have been going back and forth about this shoe that they're coming out with. They're actually collaborating on a shoe, and things got heated. And I have a video here I'm gonna play. This is off of the Daily Mail, and this is them in a heated conversation.
Damn it, Travis. Jenny's right. Okay, let's have a bit of a compromise here. Her suggestion is to do a Cactus Mac thing for this one shoe instead of Cactus Jack. Okay,
but John, like Cactus Mac was never a thing. Like somebody.
Come on, man. Show a little respect. This is my shoe.
I mean, I'm not really like feeling it. It's like something about it just feel a little off. It's like a burger or something. Like,
wait a minute. Look. Take a look at this, okay? You see this picture?
Bro, I'm not trying to see no old photos.
With gratitude. for being Nike's fired all these goddamn years, okay?
Come on, bro. Trying to take note. Man, I ain't trying. Hey, look, where you going? Where you going?
John left.
John! Oh, hell no.
God damn it, Travis.
Damn it, Travis.
Oh, man.
So what's the argument now over the shoes?
So John McEnroe wants the shoes to be called, I forget,
instead of
Jack Mac.
Jack Mac.
And Travis Scott is like, man, that sounds corny. Like
Cactus Jack is what.
Yeah, I think so.
With
and
Travis, right?
I mean, it was funny because he was like, that sounds like a Big Mac or something. Or something he said about McDonald's.
Yeah.
That's like, yeah, he's kind of right. But, you know, John McEnroe, who was a tennis star, you know, these shoes were his from the beginning. And, you know, he thinks of it as like a respect thing. Like, you know, show some respect towards him because, you know, it is his shoe or whatever. But they're supposed to be collaborating on the shoe. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think?
First off, I seen the shoes, and I think shoes are ugly. I mean,
you wouldn't buy those shoes, man?
No, they look like some. Even though I'm a father, right? I'm gonna say this. They look like some dad shoes. I don't know. They ugly to me, man. I think they're ugly. But I mean, I kind of see where McEnroe coming from. Because reason why I say this is because Travis Scott, his signature on the shoes have the swoosh backwards, right? So he already got all his signatures swoosh on there backwards. So now he want his name Cactus Jack on there, but he wanted to be Cactus Mac or something like that. Nike.
Yeah, he wanted it to be
So he can compromise and put Cactus
you know,
Mac.
John McEnroe. You know, so.
Yeah, exactly. He can compromise and put, you know, I mean, and where it sits, because I think I seen a video of John McEnroe wearing the shoe, and someone asked him about it, and I think he had it. It said Cactus Jack, and I think he had the Jack part scratched out. But the way your pants fall on the shoes, you won't even see the name anyway.
Yeah, that's my whole thing. Is
unless
like,
you wearing it with shorts, but me personally, man, them some ugly sneakers, man. I mean, to each his own. I just don't like them.
Yeah, I feel that.
What you think?
Well, I mean, honestly, I kind of see it from both sides. Like on one side, like this is his shoe. You know, yeah, you should show some respect. Like Travis Scott should be showing respect to John McEnroe. But also I see, you know, what Travis Scott is saying. Like you got to remember Travis Scott, like he's been like collaborating with brands for a while now. And that's how he's made most of his money is through his collaborations with like McDonald's and some of these other, you know, high-end brands. You know, I don't know if you remember when he had his McDonald's deal.
His tours sell out too, regardless.
Yeah, for sure.
The incidents that happened.
For sure, but he made way more money doing that stuff. I think he's like worth almost $200 million.
How do you get a Nike deal? He's not even an athlete.
I know. Well, crazy. They're giving out shoe deals to whoever can sell them.
Can we get one to the Black Summit?
I know. Get us.
Shoot, I wear Jordans.
Get us a deal. You know, but
you wear combat boots. Man.
But yeah, I mean, like Travis, you know, he kind of has his hand in a lot of different things, so he kind of knows what will sell, and so I kind of trust his instincts on like, yeah, it does sound a little corny, it does sound a little weird to, you know, have a shoe called Jack Mac or whatever it is, you know. So
I think it'll still sell.
But you know,
Travis Scott, I think it'll still sell.
Yeah, I think so too. But he's just saying, you know, that he doesn't want it like that. So I do think that this guy is overreacting in the video. It's like, bro, you gonna hang up on him?
That makes
like,
it funny. I like that reaction.
Yeah,
John McEnroe was there for all the smoke. He wanted all the smoke, so I like that.
Yeah,
that shows the passion.
Right, exactly. So I mean, I'm kind of, you know, in the middle on this. You know, it's funny because I didn't even know that they were having a collaboration on the shoe. Yeah. And you're more of a sneakerhead than me. Like I'm not like that into like sneakers and shoes and stuff like that. You know, but you know, I don't know if I would wear them. You know, I don't know if I have anything that it would go with. You know, so
and I saw they were like gray and black and white, I believe, or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not feeling those. You know, some of the Travis Scott collections are good, but I tell you what I am feeling.
What you feeling?
I'm feeling the fear of God, those Adidas, man, but they haven't came out. I don't know what's up with those. I like those. Yeah. Fear of God Adidas. Pusha T was wearing them on the runway. I was like, dang.
Yeah.
If we blow up, somebody please send me them Fear of God Adidas and 9.5 or a size 10. Same one Pusha T had on. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I feel you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Moving on. The Cowboys beat the Eagles. We got to talk about this. Come on, I'm a Cowboys fan.
Hey, I'm actually happy.
That was a good game.
I'm happy.
Come on, man. We did it. Like nobody
happy.
Believed in us,
bruh.
Nobody was picking us.
I was rooting for y'all. You know why, right?
Why?
Because y'all made San Francisco 49ers the number 1 seed in the NFC West.
Yeah, but you guys don't control your destiny. The Eagles still control their destiny, and they have a.
We got home field advantage, so you know that
right now,
you know,
but you could lose it. So
yeah, anybody.
If y'all lose 3 or 4 games, you know.
Come on, man. Really,
I can see y'all lose. I can see y'all losing.
No, man. Are you crazy?
3 or 4 games.
Who we got? We got the Cardinals next. We got the Cardinals, and then the only other team that may going to give us some trouble. Of course, you can catch wreck with any team, but the only team that can actually give us any pushback would be the Ravens, and they just won that game in overtime, right? I always say it'll be the Ravens, but we got the Cardinals, we got the Rams.
Well,
we got the Ravens.
Let me just say this.
You guys got a tough schedule.
Yeah, we do have a tough schedule.
You guys going to
lose. We do have a tough schedule.
Y'all going to lose about 2 games for us all over.
You know, I think the Cowboys can now give the 49ers a run. And I just want to say personally, on behalf of all Cowboys fans out there, I just want to say, you know, we want to say thank you to the 49ers because they made us a better team. All right. Before we played the 49ers, we were the same old Cowboys that come out every single year, you know, that win a bunch of games, and then when the playoffs come, we suck.
You suck.
But this Cowboys team right now, whatever happened during the 49ers game, whatever we found, whatever we dug deep and found, you know, we can beat anybody. Including y'all. So I would be scared if I was a 49ers fan.
Never that.
I would be scared.
Never, ever.
Because if we meet y'all again.
On any given Sunday.
If we meet y'all again.
Any given Sunday, any given Monday, any team can get it. Anybody can get it. Now, anybody has potential to win a game, right?
Yeah.
And then that also depends if the refs are playing in your favor as well.
Yeah.
But anybody has potential to get it, but we are too complete offensively and defensively. How you want it? We will put Mason up there. We will put Jennings up there. And that ain't even the top guys, right? Because Mason just scored a touchdown. Top guys, we got Deebo Samuels. We got McCaffrey. We got Kittle.
Yeah, you guys.
And then on a sneak tip with the fullback, we even throw Juszczyk in there every once in a while. Not to mention, straight up the middle, we got Brandon Ayuk. Then on defense, we got Greenlaw. We just picked up Chase Young. We got Nick Bosa. Man, bro, when we played Seattle, DJ Metcalf. I forgot what's the guy's name. I forgot Leo. I forgot his last name, but he shut Metcalf down that whole night. He did score 1 touchdown, but we are just too complete, man. Now that's not to say that you guys won't be able to do a little something. I'll give y'all that. You guys look real good.
We got y'all next time.
Look real good.
Look how good we matched up with the Eagles. I mean, the Eagles aren't just some scrubs, man.
They aren't no scrubs.
I think they're a little bit tired. Yeah,
I think so.
But we still shut them down. You know, I mean, the only touchdown they got was the fumble. You know,
y'all did shut them down. I will say this.
Yeah,
but you do know. The same way you say we lit a fire under you, I believe y'all lit a fire under the Eagles now. Because when you go undefeated like that, I don't care how weak a team is, everybody going to play you hard.
Yes.
Because you undefeated.
You're going to get their best.
Yeah, you're going to get
their
it.
Best,
you're going to get it. Yep, absolutely, absolutely. But you guys got a tough schedule.
We do have a tough schedule.
Who y'all got next?
I don't think we can beat Miami or some of these other,
man. Y'all got a tough schedule.
Things.
What is it? 4 games left?
Yeah.
I know we got the Cardinals, we got the Ravens. I know the last game we got the Rams. Oh, I think we got the Cardinals twice, I believe.
Okay.
I believe. I'm thinking now. But I definitely think Baltimore is going to bring that heat. Baltimore going to bring that heat.
Yeah.
They're definitely going to bring that heat.
All right, so I'm going to switch it up here.
Go ahead, switch it up.
I just got some breaking news.
Okay.
So it looks like Jada Pinkett Smith is coming out and saying some other things.
Really?
Yeah, so we'll see. I'm going to play this clip because I literally just looked at this and we'll see what it says.
It was a slap that saved their marriage. Speaking exclusively to Daily Mail's You magazine, Jada Pinkett Smith says that Will Smith's infamous slap of Chris Rock at the Oscars in 2022 solidified her union to him. Earlier this year, she noted the pair had gone through many ups and downs throughout their almost 30-year marriage, even revealing that they had been separated for 7 years. That moment of the shit hitting the fan is when you see where you really are, Pinkett Smith said, before continuing. After all those years trying to figure out if I would leave Will's side, it took that slap for me to see I will never leave him. Who knows where our relationship would be if that hadn't happened? Despite it being a seemingly positive turn of events for the couple, the slap also left major ramifications for the actor, who was then banned from attending the Oscars for 10 years. Smith did, however, apologize publicly to Rock. It was a slap that saved.
Damn.
All right, so I know this is like breaking news. So what do you think about Jada Pinkett Smith?
Hey, let me tell you something, man. Some women, you have to literally jump through hoops to prove, you know, your love, your loyalty to them. You know what I mean? You know, some women, I mean, you almost got the damn lay down in traffic. You know what I'm saying? You gotta walk barefoot over hot coals and whatnot, man. That's like, you know, you got to jump through a lot of hoops and hurdles. Not only, you know, make so much money, astronomical amount of money, you have to make, you know, just to please some women, but some women just make you, oh my goodness, man. And I don't think it didn't hurt his career, just like far as Oscars, because he did the movie Emancipation, which I think was a great movie. I like the movie.
Yeah.
But man, this, you know, and honestly, I believe her in the sense of him slapping Chris Rock is what, because she was teetering that line. She was teetering. And then for 7 years, so it's like, okay, were they still effing? Did he get some? I mean, how we gonna live in this? I mean, if me and my wife was separated for 7 years and we still in the same house and we get along, I'm smashing.
Yeah.
We got, you know what I'm saying? I mean, what we doing? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. But I believe her. I believe her. She said she needed a little bit of street. That's what she needed. She needed some street.
Oh, that's actually a good.
What?
I don't know. That's good.
Yeah, she needed some street.
He showed up, you know, hitting people.
Exactly.
And so she got turned on by that.
Exactly. She's like, damn, he wouldn't throw his career on the line for me. He really want me.
Yeah.
Tell me, damn, I see a little bit of a Park in him.
Oh my God.
I see a little bit of thug life in him.
Oh man. Yeah.
What you think?
I just think it's weird, man. I feel like she's just making stuff up at this point. I mean, one day they're not together. One day they are together. One day they haven't been together for 7 years. Now it's something else. It's like, how many times are you going to come out and like change the story? You know, this is like pathological liar behavior. Like, no, that's how I feel. Like, this is like, what are you talking about?
I think she's telling us exactly who she is and what she stands for.
I just think that like she's always coming out and like saying something new about her and Will's relationship and trying to drop like these like bombshells.
And Will says nothing.
Yeah. And Will's like a silent like partner at this point. And like, you know, even some of the stuff she was saying about Tupac, it's like, what are you talking about? Like all of a sudden, like Tupac had alopecia, and then like she's like coming out throwing out these bombshells of like he asked her to marry her. Like this is pathological liar behavior.
How can you say that? So, Tupac is not here to.
That's what I'm saying.
I can't call
I'm like,
her
what
liar
is she?
For that. She knew him better than me.
I'm just saying that like she just has that tendency. It feels like, because it feels like she's just like making stuff up at this point.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, I don't understand what's going on. Like,
I mean, hey.
If that saved y'all's marriage, why are you going on to the Today Show and saying that you guys aren't together anymore and you haven't been together for 7 years? Oh, but it saved my marriage. What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Maybe that slap was what put her over the edge to say, you know what? This dude really, even though they've been married, 20 plus years.
Yeah.
But it's a shame that it takes that slap to show how much this dude really loves you. I mean, honestly, Will is a better man than me, because if I love this woman and I marry you and I want to be with you, but yet you still kind of feeling otherwise, like I'm not making you happy or making you fulfill, and I'm literally, taking care of you. Not saying I have to, because she can take care of herself. Right. But I'm doing this and doing that, and you still feel a way about me, I'm gone. I'm just going to find somebody else who, and Will, on their Red Table Talk, I think he did say that. He said, look, I can't make you happy. You find what you need, I'm out. And which I can't say he said he did that. So, but me, once I'm out, I'm out.
Yeah.
You need to
get coming back.
Yeah, you need to get up out my house. You need to get up out my house, create your own spot, you know what I'm saying? And because you damn sure ain't gonna be riding dude in my crib, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, no.
You damn sure ain't doing that.
Yeah, talk about disrespectful, right?
Nah.
But yeah, anyways, I was just scrolling and I found that story.
Yeah, man. I'm glad you brought that up.
Oh, but yeah, I mean, another thing that Jada wants to come out and talk to us about. It's like, at this point, people need to stop recording her. People need to take the mic away from her. Like, we should start hearing from Will at this point. I want to hear what he has to say. That's what I want to hear. I mean, we've heard her side in depthly. Like, she's been on all kinds of podcasts.
Because she got
all kinds
She's
of
selling her book.
Yeah, exactly. She has a book out. So, I mean, like, I want to hear what Will has to say from his side, So
I think that book's going to be New York #1 if it's not already.
Oh, yeah.
#1 in the New York bestseller.
I don't know. I think a lot of people are tired of them now.
You think so?
I don't know, people are kind of getting tired of them.
Hey, I can't say that because
it's always something.
I can't say that because, she's doing her tour, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as for me personally, I mean, their business is their business.
Yeah.
Like, if I was married and famous, I'm not putting my business out for the public. That's my business.
Yeah. Even not being famous, like,
you gotta
not everybody like needs to know what's going on in your life, especially like in your relationship.
They do not,
like,
man.
People don't need to know about that. Like, even like some of your immediate family, I feel like, don't need to know the ins and the outs of your marriage or your relationship that you have. Of course not. Like,
But if you notice, I agree with you 100%. Artists, far as actors and singers, why everybody wants to know their personal life? Literally making music and acting, that is a job. That's your job. Yeah, and and when you act, you perform a character, and even some artists, when they do music, they have a persona of a character. Like, take Nicki Minaj, for example, why she says she roaming, all these different little personas, or when they performing on stage. But in their real life, some of these are real people. They just like you. They sit on a toilet, they take a crap, they burp, they piss.
Yeah, but
but why you need to know their personal life like that? I don't care. And I remember one time this one young lady said to me, are you on Twitter like that? And I said, no, I'm not really on Twitter. What's the purpose of Twitter? I said, I already got Instagram. And she was like, yeah, but you can follow celebrities and stuff like that. I said, well, you can do it on Instagram too. But yeah, you can see about what's going on. They'll tweet about their life. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care about what's going on. I'm busy trying to make it myself. I do not care what's going on, but people love drama and they love gossip. And, and once again, we're here talking about it, right? But I personally, I do not care what's going on in someone. Long as if they're not hurting nobody, hurting the environment, hurting the economy. Right, exactly. That's the key. And if they're helping people and they want to put that out, it's fine. But whatever going on in your personal life, your love life, however you like to have sex, you don't like to have sex, what you eating, what you sleeping, where are you going, what you buying is, that is your personal business. I get it, if you want to put it out, fine. But me personally, I do not care what's going on any celebrity's personal life.
I think that people are just fanatics. I mean, think about the word fan. It comes from the word fanatic.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so people become obsessed with celebrities and they just want to know what's going on in their life constantly.
That's true.
Couldn't be me either. I don't really care about some of these people. But at the same time, like if I like people that, as an artist, like I follow some of my favorite filmmakers. And so, I want to know what movies they're making because I want to watch their newest movies.
Exactly.
So for a lot of people, I guess people's lives are like that, so it's me, I'm there for any Christopher Nolan movie. I mean, when I went to go see Oppenheimer, I went to Atlanta. We drove all the way from South Carolina to Atlanta. It was like 5 hours. And, the only filmmaker I would do that for is Christopher Nolan.
Because you're a fan of
because I'm a
Christopher
fan.
Nolan movies.
Exactly.
Yeah, you want with the work he put in. Exactly.
Exactly. So I think it's more of some of that, mixed in to why people are they get obsessed,
Man, hey, it's funny you said that. A partner of mine had checked me. Well, he didn't check me so many, but he did kind of check me, but not in a negative way. Like we were just talking about football earlier, right? And I'm a 49ers fan. And we went to a game when they last year when they played. They went this year as well, but I didn't go this year when they played Jacksonville, the Jaguars. And I talked to my buddy on the phone. I was like, man, when the 49ers used to lose, when they lose the game, I'd be upset. And I'm like, dang, man. And then it used to bother me when I see they lost. When I see the players on the field still smiling, talking, and exchanging jerseys, and I'm like, man, you just lost. Why the hell you smiling? You should be. And I would tell him my partner, I was like, man, because he's a 49ers fan as well. I said, man, it don't piss you off? He's like, man, you need to just be a fan, not a fanatic. And I thought about it, and I said, you know something?
It's true.
Why am I upset and they ain't upset? And these people still making millions of dollars. I'm sure they want to win, but they're not all pissed off and upset as I am. And I was like, shit, I ain't even on the team, So I said, I had to become a fan and not a fanatic.
Exactly.
I mean? Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right, bro.
But I think it's always interesting.
Yeah.
So
definitely. So what's up?
All right. So moving on to our last story. So a lot of people think that the world is kind of like falling apart. Recently, there was a bunch of like dead fish that washed up on shore. We've got tornadoes going on and all kinds of like things like that happening. And of course the wars, that are going on as well overseas. But I just wanted to end this on a light note. There's
the world falling apart. That's the light note. Oh my
God. There are 8-inch spiders that are coming from China that are making their way to the East Coast of America. And they're supposed to be like venomous. So this is my light note that I'm ending this on. So we'll watch this video.
Giant 8-inch spiders from China are set to invade the U.S. A venomous spider species, native to Asia, whose palm-sized females cannibalize their male mates, are flying up America's east coast and spreading out west. Experts say the Joro spider can fly 50 to 100 miles at a stretch, using their webbing as a parasail to glide in the wind, and it's now also hitching rides up East Coast highways. But the creatures aren't known to pose a threat to humans or pets. According to Ramirez Garofalo, an ecologist at Rutgers University's Lockwood Lab in New Jersey, soon enough, possibly even next year, these spiders should be in New Jersey and New York.
All right, so what do you think about these 8-inch spiders that are making their way up?
Honestly, I know it's going to sound crazy. I didn't even know anything about this story, but spiders, I guess one reason why spiders don't bother me, I know it's going to sound childish because I'm a big Spider-Man fan. I love Spider-Man. And one thing about spiders, they help control the insect population. So sometimes in certain areas you might see a spider web, but sometimes I don't even kill it, especially if they got like a roach or a fly stuck in it, and I'll leave it, you know what I mean? Yeah. But I don't have the fear of spiders is arachnophobia. So I'm not arachnophobia. Now, granted, I will stay away from a brown recluse or a black widow or something like that.
Black widows.
Because they're very poisonous, But no, man, I didn't even know anything about this story.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about it.
I mean, like I said, there's a lot of stuff going on. Fish showing up, dead fish on the shore, like all kinds of stuff is going on.
That happened before.
But
animals, whales literally, and they're beaching themselves.
The whales,
and the tornadoes that you said that, my cousin called me out of Tennessee, and a tornado hit maybe but a half a mile from where he is. He said he looked out the window and saw it, and he was scared and crying like a little biatch. But he was scared. And anyone would be, you know what I mean? He had to hunker down. I believe he said he went into the laundry room or something like that, or the bathroom, because it shook the whole apartment where he stayed. And luckily he lived on the first floor, but he said it did a lot of damage. And unfortunately, there were a lot of deaths too in that recent tornado and it was only a Category 3, which was 150 miles an hour. A Category 3, and it goes up to Category 5, which I believe is like 200 miles an hour winds.
Wow.
So that's crazy. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on. You know, I'm not really scared of spiders either. You know, I mean, I won't like go up to one and pick it up or something, you know, like some people do, you know, so, but, you know, it's just kind of weird. So if you do come in contact with that thing and it does bite you though, you know.
And what kind of spider is it?
It's an 8-inch venomous spider.
How are they getting here now?
They're coming from China. I don't know how they're getting here.
Are they walking?
What happened? I'm pretty sure somebody probably brought it over.
Had to.
That's probably what happened. Somebody brought it over. You know, there's a lot of conspiracies that you could go with this. Well, we don't have to get into that. But, you know, it's just kind of weird.
You know what? It's funny that you say that. And I want to ask you this because you're a movie buff guy. Did you seen Leave the World Behind?
I did.
I saw that last night, and that kind of brought me back to in reference to kind of what you're saying.
Yeah, give us a review of Leave the World Behind.
Leave the World Behind. Okay, brief review. It's about it was a blackout. Family, they went out to Long Island for vacation, and 2 strangers showed up, which they happened to own the house. I believe the house was Airbnb, right? And so it's a blackout. So what's happening is pretty much it comes out to be an attack on America without trying to give away too much of the film. But it's an attack on America, from blackouts to sirens to animals showing up, things like that, birds migrating. And I believe it's a warfare on America by other countries. So you have to see how it plays out. So what did you think of the film?
I thought the film was very well done. You know, I think a lot of people are like going back and forth on the movie. I actually really enjoyed the movie. I thought that Mahershala Ali was great in it. You know, Ethan Hawke is one of my favorite actors ever. Like, and so I thought that he was doing good in that movie. Also, it was kind of funny to see Ethan Hawke and Kevin Bacon in the same movie because they look very similar. They do, man. And then also Julia Roberts, she was amazing. I think the standout though was the young actress. I don't know her name.
She played on an HBO series called The Industry. That's when I first seen her.
Oh, okay.
You're talking about the one who played Mahershala Ali's daughter, right?
Yes, she did amazing.
Was real good.
I was like, oh man. So I guess she was in some other projects, but she was kind of a revelation in this movie for me because I've never really I haven't seen any of her work. So but yeah, I thought it was a good, well-made movie. You know, I like how they left it open.
That's what I was about to ask you, but the ending. What do you think about the ending?
I love the ending.
It was inconclusive or was conclusive?
To me, it was. I think they left it all there out for you to
tell you what it was.
Yeah,
but the way they left it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I thought it was a perfect ending because, you know, not to spoil it too much, but like with the kid, you know, because she was talking about the same thing the whole entire movie. So, so yeah, I mean, I think I liked it a lot. So,
but you know, ultimately where the kid was. That's where Mahershala Ali said that's where they need to be. They need to get there.
Yes.
You know that?
Exactly.
That's what he said. And that's where they was gonna That's where they need to be. Yeah. What about the angles? You see when they would
I love the angles. So
those weren't even
So
Dutch
for those who don't know, the movie
angles.
was produced by the Obamas. Yeah. And they got the guy who made Mr. Robot. I don't know if you watched that show. But they got him to direct this movie. And so he's a really good director. And if people don't know, like Mr. Robot, like there were so many like really cool shots, kind of like this movie. But he also like he was messing around with framing. He was doing all kinds of like different things with the movie, with his show. So yeah, I think I kind of expected like the camera work and the shots and different things like that to be on point technically.
I thought it was good because with filmmaking, not everything tells a story.
Yeah.
You can't just rely on the actors. You need the scene, the setting, everything, the props, the wardrobe, everything completes a story. And not only that, so with that being said, just to have a camera on static, but the camera actually tells a story too. Like he was saying, some of the angles, without giving too much, was tilt to the side.
Yeah.
So that signifies that the world, as we know in America, is on edge. You know what I'm saying? So that tells the story. Yeah, that brings the audience into that story.
Cinematic language.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So thank you. That's what I was saying. So I thought that was real good.
Yeah, that's great.
It was real good, man.
Do you think the world's ending?
No, I don't think the world is ending. If put like this, whether you speak from a scientific standpoint or spiritual standpoint, they say the world eventually is going to end. But if the world does end, it will end because of man. Man will destroy it.
Yeah,
I don't think
we've
the
been
world
in
will destroy itself.
The nuclear aspect.
Exactly.
Of things.
Yeah, we are so destructive. So I think man will destroy it if that happens. Yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
Are you scared of any insects or animals? What are you scared of?
Rats.
You're scared of rats?
But I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, especially untamed rats. If they're gonna run, bro, I'm telling you, I've seen.
Have you seen the New York rats? Now those are scary.
I've been to New York,
sure.
but I haven't seen the rats. But I heard they are bigger than cats and dogs. The rats are.
Yeah, they are pretty big.
I heard something crazy for every one person there's like 100 rats or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, I heard that they were having a rat problem up there in New York.
Very, very, very bad rat problem.
Yeah,
very bad. What are you scared of?
I'm actually, I won't say what I'm scared of because it's kind of embarrassing.
What, butterflies? What are you scared of?
I'll say it. I'm afraid of frogs.
You're afraid of frogs?
And it really, the thing is, before everybody comes at me because they're like, oh, there's nothing, bad about frogs. I had like a very like traumatic experience when I was younger with frogs. So I was like maybe 6 or 7, and it was like a warm like summer night or whatever, and we were like at the park, and this is like one of the biggest parks that you could go to. It was Palmdale, California, when I was living out there, and they have like these soccer fields. And there was this one soccer field with the lights were off, and so you couldn't really see much. And for some reason, we decided that we were going to run through the soccer field. And I started running through the soccer field, and I was like, man, something feels funny as I'm running. And I start hearing the sound, and it was there was a ton of frogs just like jumping all over me. And like, I'm like, oh my God,
when
what the fuck?
You fell down?
Yeah, no, I didn't fall down. Like they were just like jumping around me. Yeah. And then when I stopped to like see what was going on, I just started seeing them like jump on me. And I was like trying to flick them off. It was like, it was pretty like traumatic for like a 6 or 7-year-old. So I'm not like that afraid of frogs. Like if I see a frog, like I'll be fine. Like I just don't mess with them. I know some people go and pick them up and like hold them, and they're like, oh, I would never do that. What about you? And then when you see those giant ones, have you seen those?
The bullfrogs.
The big ones.
Yeah,
like
bullfrogs,
no way.
What about toads?
I would never.
You afraid of toads too?
Yeah. I mean, all of that, because it's about the anticipation of like they could jump on you. But I've been scarred.
They don't have teeth, so they're not going to bite you.
Yeah, I know. But I've been scarred, man.
In the Amazon, there are poisonous frogs.
Yeah, I know.
The Mayans would, when they shoot darts, they would, when you get them, and when you hit them, they secrete this liquid on their skin, and they would rub their darts, and you know what I'm saying, and but it would call a neurologic shutdown in the human body or something like that.
Yeah.
But as far as I know, that's in the Amazon. But out here, we don't have any.
I know. Listen, I wasn't born in the country now. I wasn't born in the South.
Apparently, I was
born in the city. I was born in the city.
I thought you were born in the desert.
No, I was like, I'm more city.
Really?
Like
But apparently, where you had more.
Yeah, we
frogs
went to
around
that
here than
park. You know,
in California.
we didn't go to that park all the time.
It was in California.
Yeah, it was in California. So
See,
they have frogs and lizards and stuff in California.
Well,
as
here
well,
we
so.
got more toads than frogs.
Yeah,
You have to be near some wetlands that really have frogs like that.
I got
Where
you.
I grew up, it was more toads than
Yeah.
frogs. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And they only came out at night.
Yeah, that's when they come out.
They ate the insects.
That's when they
stuff.
come out.
You know,
Yeah.
we used to catch them
Yeah,
and put them and case them in water and catch what people in Louisiana call them crawfish, but we call them crawdads.
oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about? They look like little lobsters.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to catch all those
Yeah.
in the ditch. and
Oh, okay.
we were rambunctious bad kids, man. We just did
You ever
all
been to
kinds of-
frog gigging?
What?
That's when you catch frogs, right? Frog
It's
gigging.
called frog gigging?
I think
Gigging?
so. I don't know.
Dude, where you from? I know
I'm not from here, you know. So
We don't say that here, frog gigging.
yeah, I've heard that before.
We was in
Let us know in the
Alabama?
comments if you heard that before.
Frog.
Frog gigging. You
Frog
could look that up,
gigging.
right? I don't know.
I don't know. Look it up.
I think it's like fishing, but you're like
catching
you're
frogs.
frog gigging. I don't know.
And from what I heard, frogs aren't that easy to catch either. You know, frog
Yeah.
gigging. Wow, I've
Yeah.
never heard that. That is
Yeah.
a new one on me.
Yeah.
That is a new
All
one.
right.
Man.
It was good podcast.
Yeah, man. Good podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to stay in the studio. This is an
I know,
awesome
this is
studio.
nice, man.
Yeah. I just want to say thanks again to Pixel for
Yeah.
hosting us.
Definitely.
And yeah, Matt, you want to get in this for like 2 seconds? Just, you know,
Yes.
we just want to say thank
Thank
you,
you.
to Matt.
By the way, he's the pillow fluffer.
What's up, guys?
Yeah,
How's it
so
going?
if
Yeah.
you want to
Freaking.
like, you know, be involved with Pixel, definitely hit this guy up.
Yeah, come on over.
Yeah.
We're in West Ashley.
Yeah.
We got great space, sound stage on this side, photo studio on the other side. It's awesome.
Yep.
A lot of props, amenities,
Mm-hmm.
cheapest rates in town.
That's right.
Cheapest rates in town. Good guy here.
Yeah, absolutely.
These guys.
Thank you so
These
much.
guys.
Yep.
Thanks
Yeah.
for having us. You know?
I don't have any frogs in the studio.
Okay, great.
Let's go.
Thank you. I was wondering the whole entire time. I was on edge during this podcast.
Yep. Pixel Studios, and he throws in pillow fluffing for free if you rent. So, yeah.
All right. Once again, I'm Brooks,
All right, and I'm Hendricks,
and this is the Black Summit.
and we
out.
out.
Peace.